Hey y'all, it's Taylor from Tattoo Teacher Plans. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Today I am memory keeping the week of January 24th through the 30th, so the last week in January. I have a really pretty kit. It has a lot of pink, but the blues make up for it, I think. It's just really cute, and it did snow this week. So here is the kit. We've got the full boxes here, along with some boxes and a weekend banner, more boxes. This is the Caress Press mini kit. It's called Snowed In, but it was the November mystery. I love that box. I think it's so cute. And then this last page has some adorable deco. I don't know if I want to use date covers or deco this week. It's kind of large, so maybe we'll do date covers this week. But it's really, really cute, and I just love these shades of blue. So I think we're ready to get started. So let's get into it. So I'm going to start with the bottom washi, as always, and I'm using it as is. I just really like the abstract pattern, and I think it looks really nice with the spread, so I just kept it intact. And then I'm putting the dot numbers onto the date headers? No, date covers. Whatever they're called. We're putting those in, and before I do that, I am going to go ahead and pop in the glitter headers because it helps me to line up the date covers, and I like to make sure that I have the order correct. I am going to be color blocking this week, so that is kind of a concern for me. I also like to turn my planner sideways so that I can really get in there and see and line them up straight. And then I decided in this moment to go ahead and use the deco as well. It's a little bigger than I normally use, but with Caress Press date covers, they're very short. So I'm putting those in really low, which I also usually don't do. But since I'm including the deco, I went ahead and kept them real low. I didn't white anything out or anything like that. And then I'm putting in the deco, and I just put them wherever I wanted to this week. There was really like no rhyme or reason. I feel like I had a couple of bald spots up there because there wasn't any like small deco besides the one snowflake. I would have liked to have had a couple more snowflakes. However, I think once the spread's done, it looks fine and it looks cute. So I'm just cutting off the excess here. And then going back to the spread, we're going to now go to the sidebar, and I'm going to set that up. I just looked at the full boxes closely, and I realized the one on the top left on the sheet is like about putting up Christmas decor. And so I decided against using that box, and I just kind of made it work with what I had. But I went ahead and popped in 2 full boxes there in the sidebar, just kind of getting them situated and straight, and then the this week header along with a box for my favorite moment, and then I used whatever deco I had left to put over there, and then just putting in the full boxes that I knew I wanted to use and where I wanted to place them. And I really just love these full boxes. There's a lot of variety. I did take the double box scene and split it. Usually when I split them, I will put one on one side and one on the other page, so that they don't kind of look weird. And I really like how they turned out, and I like the placement of all the full boxes that I used this week. So going to Monday, I went ahead right now and put in the thumbnails for all my videos that went up this week, and I had a bonus video on Saturday, which I normally don't do, but January views were way down compared to the previous months, and I had it already ready to go, so I just went ahead and put it out. Also, it was getting a little bit late to put it out because it was like the first week of January, so you got a bonus that week. All of those videos are up if you would like to watch any of them. And then starting on Monday here, I wanted to mark first that I did some future planning at school, and I really want to get ahead and stay ahead when it comes to my lesson planning and even my meeting prep. We have meetings every week, and we split all of the teachers into like A-B weeks. So every other week they have a meeting, and we collaborate and do all sorts of stuff. But I really wanted to get ahead on that whole process. And then I made this decision right now that I was just going to use Fox and Pip this week. I think it looks really cute, but there is one little crafty banana coffee cup. I picked a pink one to match the column, but the rest of the week is going to have Fox and Pip, and I think it turned out so cute. I really love when I kind of go with one or two shops and just like go all in. So I had a lack of energy this day, so I used that coffee cup to mark that. And then below the full box, I put in that I am disappointed for Cal and Sam, which are my sister and brother-in-law. Fingers crossed, though. And I use this Fox and Pip girl, and she's just like, what's going on? What's happening? But hopefully things work out. I'm not going to like throw out anything into the universe right now because I don't want to jinx it. But it's kind of leaning on the good side that things are going to work out, but who knows? I had a lot of anxiety about it this week, but yeah, let's keep going. So on Tuesday, speaking of anxiety, I slept horribly on Monday night, and I was just dragging all of Tuesday, and so I pulled in a pillow sticker to mark that, and then I also had a 3-hour conversation with my superintendent this day. I work in a small district, and I've known my superintendent for the entire time that I've worked there, which is 15 years. He's a very good man and a really good leader, and I love him, and we talked about everything. We talked about personal stuff, we talked about school, we talked about different scenarios, and it was just really good. I hadn't talked to him in a couple months like that, and it was nice to just sit and chat. And then on this day also, I did some memory keeping and I did some yoga, and I put a note here that I feel like I'm already making some progress in that area, specifically in like building some strength in my arms. Can I hold anything for very long? No, but I can actually put some pressure on my elbow and like it holds up my body and that is progress. I also have this cute little lettering thing that says, hang in there, people, 5 weeks until March. Warmer days, daffodils, longer evenings, and new beginnings. And I just love that. On Wednesday, we got a little snowstorm, and so I used a little girl with her scarf to mark the snow, and I had a picture of myself walking around outside. It was like pretty snow, like it was coming down really like soft and fluffy and just really beautiful. And I remember I took a screenshot of a video that I took for that picture. So it's kind of an awkward pic, but I wanted to include it anyway. And then below that, I put that I visited the other campuses, and I'm just kind of straightening the snow sticker there because it was crooked. Below that, I definitely wanted to put in here that I tried a new, different kind of workout. That's what I've been trying to do this month, just to get back into working out. And I tried on this day Qi Gong, which is very similar to Tai Chi. It's much harder than it looks. And it kind of is akin to yoga too, like deceptively difficult. But I really, really liked it. And I loved all the names of the poses and just like the movement of it. I really liked it. So I want to do more of that for sure. And then on Thursday, this was a really good day at school. The whole week ended up being really, really good. And so I used a label and the little teacher Fox and Pip girl to mark in that. And I got a ton done when it came to meeting prep. And it just was a really productive day. And then this is just random, but I took this picture and put it in. It's of the new White House cat named Willow, and I just love that there's a cat in the White House again. And so I used this little Sleepy Kitty sticker from Fox and Pip to just mark in that. I mean, it's random, but it's also kind of cute, and I love cats, so I love that there is a cat again. And then below that on this third box, I wanted to note that I am concerned about the state of education right now in our country, my state. Lots of stuff is happening, but I'm feeling, and I was at this time too, feeling a little sassy about it. So I put that they ban a book, I buy it, and that's my policy. And I've been buying quite a few books lately. Definitely some graphic novels that I'm excited to dig into. And then on Friday, this was another really, really good day. And I also made a note here, are things falling into place? I don't know. We'll have to stay tuned. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Again, send good vibes. And then I actually rode with my friend Kat on this day. We usually carpool, but she is getting ready for a competition for her culinary kids, and they've been prepping for basically 2 or 3 months now. And so we haven't been riding together because she's been having to stay late. I did put that on a blue label for whatever reason, just wasn't paying attention. So I'm going to switch that out in a moment. Here's where I figure it out. So I just put in the pink label there. At the bottom, I pulled in this girl who is watching TV, and I put in that I am loving Somebody Somewhere. It's on HBO, and it is so good. It's just like a feel-good show, but also like I think it's gonna make me cry. It's like Ted Lasso, like that category. I just love it, and I can't wait for more. I also went for a walk this day because it was absolutely beautiful outside. And on Saturday, my Mug Love Word of the Year mug finally arrived. It took quite the trip around the country. It came to my city, and then it went back to Detroit twice. But it finally got here on this Saturday, and I made some coffee and I drank from it, and it was nice. And then I also put a note here that I love my bracelet too. I don't know if you can see it in this video, but I got a bracelet that also has my word of the year on it, which is Thrive. And I've really been liking that too. I'm not a super big bracelet person. Definitely on my right arm. I never wear bracelets because it like interferes with me writing. But yeah, I'm really liking it so far. And then below that, I am putting in that I did lots of filming and editing during the day. And one thing I learned from this day is that if I take scheduled breaks, I don't get burnout on my editing. And so this day, I didn't actually schedule it, but at the end of the day, I figured out that I kind of had. I would like do 20 to 30 minutes and then just walk away and come back. And I think I'll make less mistakes and things that way too. And I just won't feel like I'm editing for like long periods of time, even though I probably am if you add it all up. But anyway, I also did a bunch of cleaning. So I would do like editing and then go and do some chores. And I also ran some errands. So that method is something I'm definitely going to recreate and try just kind of tweaking it and see if I'm a little bit more strict with it, if I can figure out what will really work for me. I also read quite a bit this evening, so I used the I Am Booked Girl to mark in that. And then on Sunday, more reading. I'm just in a reading mood lately. I don't know if it's like the coziness of it, just cuddling up and reading under a blanket when it's cold outside, but I'm loving it. And then I also prepped for this week, so I'm putting in a half box for that. And then underneath that, I have a little saying that says, a little overwhelmed, but still thriving. And I love that because it has my word of the year in it, but also that's how I felt this week. At the top, I have another little lettering thing that says, we are all just trying to do the best we can after 2 years of a pandemic. And I just wanted that little reminder, it's not over, we're still in it, and it's hard, but we're getting through it. And then in my journaling section, I wrote, it was a roller coaster of a week, emotions-wise. I know I can't control the future, but I still worry so much. I know it's bad because my sleep was way off this week. I felt the effects of it by the end of the week for sure. So the next week, I definitely kind of reset some things and made more of a point to get some better sleep and kind of bring my anxiety down. And then my favorite moment of the week was just getting some hope. There were different moments this week that gave me some hope in like various areas, and it was good. You need that hope. Here's how this spread turned out, and I love it. I can already tell it's going to be one of my favorites of the entire year. It just came together perfectly, and that doesn't always happen, but I do love this. I didn't have a lot of pictures this week, but I made up for that with including like just details about my day and stuff. So I just love this. I hope that you did too. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when I upload, and I will see you next time. Bye.